This is Mia. It is 7:19. I usually have my alarm already going off. I turned it off because of my class is done except for the test. I have 1 week. Now it's Wednesday. I have less than a week to finish this test. And I'm studying right now. I don't know how I'm going to do it unless I wake up tomorrow morning and do the test at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. so that I can ensure an hour of complete silence. I'm just not looking forward to being a morning person and for taking a test. I have some bad news about Vermont. I have my naturopathic full license and a midwifery license, but I am any documentation that I turned in to be eligible to prescribe medications. I don't even think I can prescribe oxygen or epinephrine. So that seems careless to me, to sit in an office with patients and not be able to even give the basic medication. Like, I'm really confused about why there's so many restrictions and how this state had a state license and how Oregon had an Oregon license. State board exam that's now everybody's turned into the national board exam. So if Vermont had a state-specific medicine board exam and Oregon had a state-specific medical board exam, why can't this be in lieu of this, which was the rule when I first got licensed? I've been able to prescribe. I have 2 DEA certificates. And I don't get why I went to medical school, passed all my pharmacology. Under the supervision of my supervisors as a student, we prescribed medications, prescriptions every day during our clinic shifts. And I would have to sign off my prescriptions with my supervisors and PI numbers, and I'd have to state, I'm such and such student under such and such. And I'd order medications. I'd order compounded medications. We would do and put together IV therapy medication. I'm so confused as to, we would administer oxygen, epinephrine, lidocaine, what's the other cane, the marcaine, antibiotics, lots of different ear antibiotics, eye antibiotics, oral antibiotics, IV antibiotics. We would prescribe and administer and perform emergency Pitocin injections, Methogen. I am so confused about why I can't prescribe the medications I already prescribe. So this is really, really confusing. I'm not understanding why you go into medicine and every state you're licensed in lets you prescribe except for Vermont. Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm over it. I'm about to be like, I want to take back my license. The thing is, I'm not going to go to a birth if I can't prescribe the medication. If I can't prescribe it, and that would mean I can't administer it. So even if somebody else prescribed the IV antibiotics for group B strep positive, I would not be able to administer it. I'd have to hire somebody. But you can't just hire any kind of nurse practitioner or a PA or something, because if it's at a birth, they would need to be a birth worker. Like, I'm confused. Like, I'm going to look into that, because I will hire somebody else. This is messing with my livelihood, and it's the most careless thing I've ever seen in my life. The most careless thing I've ever seen in my life. I am overwhelmed, and it's bad enough when you do medicine, primary care, and non-primary care, and somebody's needing medications or they're getting meds managed by their psych doctor already before you come in to my clinic, it's understandable. Like, if I can't prescribe that med and they quit seeing that provider, they're going to need to go see a PCP or another prescriber to taper them. If I can prescribe and someone quits something cold turkey, that I can address it. Like, this is my own rule. I'm never going to tell them to quit their meds that someone else prescribed. If I prescribed it and your course is done, then I shift your treatment plan. You know? So I don't know. I'm just like, I don't want to say much about the midwifery or natural childbirthing because I don't want them to say, oh, we're going to change the rules so that anyone who does Vermont midwifery has to have the medications endorsement, which is a exam that you have to take somewhere in Illinois or Puerto Rico or somewhere in Canada, someplace I never heard of, or Portland or Seattle or maybe San Diego, maybe, I don't even know, on Arizona. So basically, if I want to take this test, it's the 15th of May. I have until the 31st to sign up to take a pharmacology standalone test. And I would need to, I'm so mad right now. I would need to fly away from here in August, set up in a hotel somewhere, go get a ride or Uber or some rental car to a testing facility, probably at 8 a.m. or whatever time, and then take this test, hope to pass it, pay a whole bunch of money, flights, transportation, food, hotel, test, and then what? Maybe pass it, maybe not pass it. So I think, God help us all, guys. I'm about to cry. I found this out right before my counseling appointment yesterday, and the counseling appointment was so directed at EMDR that I didn't even do a check-in. Like, I was barely walking up the stairs. How are you doing? Like, what happens if I'm handicapped? Why are there stairs everywhere in this town? Anyways, let's look up NABNY. They don't give you access to the study guides. So I'm really disappointed. So here's, you can't see it. This is a, let me show you guys the hall. I just don't have any light. I didn't get any donations. I'm studying for a NARM board exam. Now, in order to provide care, I'm doing this so that I can work and help people. Not just work and get rich. Maybe I should change it and be like, I'll work to get rich. But I'm trying to work to help people. I might be the only, if not the only one of very few black naturopathic physicians in Vermont. I will take this stupid test that I don't want to take between now and, I think they offer it February. So, I want to scream. I said I would never take a test again. I'm already a midwife, but I gotta take a midwifery exam. I'm already a doctor, physician prescribing with 2 different DEA certificates that I've been doing on my own. This is the 10th year, and I had to go take an exam to tell me I have to be able to know how to prescribe medications. Like, I'm just confused because I'm already doing it. Because I didn't need this. I didn't need this when I graduated. We did a different test. Okay, let's see. Let's see where the... I did this the other day. They don't even have the stupid exam listed. They have the NPLEX 1 biomedical science exam and the Part 2 clinical science exam. There is like no, like Connecticut. I've never been, there's one in Connecticut. I didn't see that the other day. I only saw Illinois. It's Ontario and Puerto Rico. I was like, is everything in English in Puerto Rico? Like, I'm about to go there and take this test. So it doesn't even show that. I don't. God, help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. This is a nightmare. So this is just one, the Patagonia. It goes right above my knees in the front, but it rides up a few inches in the back because clothes are pretty much designed for weight people. I don't need butt implants. I have a butt. It makes all my dresses go up. I'm pretty disappointed about it. This was used. It smells like detergent. I don't like that. Let's see. How do I sign up for this stupid? Like, there is nothing on here about this extra test. Like, literally, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing here. I'm just like, oh my God. I keep clicking on it, expecting different results. Let's look at this. Clinicals. Here it is. Okay, so you actually have to click on clinical science exam. The parenteral medicine. I can't even say that word at 10:15. So the actual, I was hoping the course, was that section, what is section 1? 1 o'clock on Wednesday, 1 o'clock. I was hoping the core ones were early in the morning, but the optional ones are early in the morning. Elective pharmacology exam, 9:45 in the morning to 11:30. And then the parenteral medicine. I should probably do that one too, to tell you the truth. Yeah. Tuesday and Thursday. Oh my God. So, and then minor surgery. Thank God I already took that one and passed it. Alright, so it's only an hour and 45 minutes. So, that's about the amount of time that I did. So, fingers crossed that I can do the medical exemption. I'm making up my own exemption here for the Oregon exam to be somewhat compatible, not somewhat, absolutely compatible with this test. I've never taken this test, so I can't tell you. Alright, so if I were to go here and just take the elective pharm, so I don't know who does the parenteral. Let's just look that up. Let's say NABNY parenteral exam. Let's see what, I have no idea who needs this stuff. Eligibility. Hopefully I don't have to retake the NPUCs. Sometimes meet the eligibility requirements for NPUCs 2, already taken or will be taking NPUCs 2 during the same period or previously passed NPUCs. So please tell me it doesn't have a... I should take the acupuncture. 220 hours didactic training acupuncture. 30 hours of clinic. I didn't do that. Or ACOM. I should do that through ACOM. Alright, I need to think here, guys. So it says for Indies licensed prior to 1986. So it's like kind of like you gotta like restart the test. Like, so you guys, this is the learning lesson. If you are getting some kind of license or certification, think about where you're gonna live. I thought I was gonna stay in Oregon and then work out of Washington. And I considered applying to work in the Pennsylvania Cancer Center of America. I don't even think they were doing internships with naturopaths. I don't even think that they're doing those anymore. I don't know. So that's like a Zoom health. They were always hiring naturopaths. Now they say you have to do 2 years or 2 or 3 years of residency. Like, residency is not a requirement because you pay to do your clinical hours, or you do them off the record like I did, a lot of extra ones, thousands of extra hours. I'm not even exaggerating. Those I did for my program. I got sign-offs for procedures attended, not hours. Even though if I went to a birth, I diaried my hours. But so you have to understand, if I was an MD or DO, I would go to school and then I would go into residency and get paid. Then I'd go into fellowship and get paid to do the hands-on training. For us, we did it as part of our school to start, and then we did it outside of the school where we had to set up our own preceptorships. And then for my specialization in childbirthing, I am also doing all these extra hours. Someone asked me last night, my study group, 2013, I started attending births. Formally, 2013. December. So it was close to 2014. So it's 10 years. Because it's 2024. Let me get you the haul. I wasn't going to show you the other haul, but let's do it because these clothes will end up being... So I wanted a blue dress. This is making me itch. There was hair, someone else's hair inside the shelf bra liner. These all smell like detergent. This is partly organic. This is not organic. These were supposed to be jogging pants. These smell kind of strongly of detergent. And it's funny that you can wear pants, and these are pretty big. These in the butt go straight down. They don't go like butt, thigh, and then they taper. So basically they're straight. So you walk around, it looks like I have a 20-pound pack of flour in my backside to my legs, but I guess, I don't know. That's how they shape big clothes. Places that sell clothes that advertise really skinny models, when they make the bigger sizes, they just kind of go out wide like this. They don't like make them the shape of a voluptuous person. You could be voluptuous and or fat and or have a waistline and or not have a waistline and or not have a butt or thighs and or be voluptuous, fat, and athletic like I am. Anyways, going back to, I wish I could play, speaking of athletic, I wish I could play tennis. I haven't been able to with these injuries, but I'm about to just brace my whole body up and get this. Is there an indoor tennis? I'm about to go play indoor tennis. Anyways, back to the fabric. These were advertised as joggers. They look like pajama bottoms. They look like fleece or flannel pajama. Not really flannel, not like non-cotton flannel. So I'm like, fleece pajama bottoms that I'm supposed to... These were not cheap. You can sell pants. You can sell swimsuits. You can sell jeans. You can sell skirts. You can sell pajamas. Jogging pants. Halters or bodysuits. A lot of people don't wear underwear. It's interesting. When I moved into a shelter, I had to wear used bras and used underwear and used socks. It was that or nothing. So I find it interesting that you can't really sell underwear, but it's like, I sold my swimsuits. I had a used swimsuit from the shelter. This thing is really making me itch. Oh my gosh. So I should have rinsed it a couple more times or something. So I get nervous just putting on clothes, even with my underwear. So I feel like I'd wear this with leggings or something. But it's going to be too hot. They did put, I don't know why they put P on this one. The other ones have WW written in Sharpie and really sloppy. It's not even like a stamp. So I have WW. Looks like somebody did something to this. Maybe the first time. So it says recycled polyester. This is not necessarily the cheapest clothing. The WWs leak through on the other clothes. to the other thing. So be careful if you get someone who's sharpening sharpening your clothing, that it doesn't bleed through, because that's annoying. But yeah, it's just like too big. But this is XXL. This is too big. So I have a bra from them, way too small. You guys, I definitely messed up. I didn't buy this used. I definitely messed up this. That I also cut the tags off and washed. It was on sale. It was on clearance. I should have learned my lesson. I have two other ones that aren't as tight as this, but the other ones are not sports bras. So from Patagonia, again, I will get things on sale. I will get things where it's the last one in the size XL or the biggest size I can get. I will get things in different colors that nobody wants. So if you see my clothes, you'll see that it's either really bright or really big or just apparently not liked. So because it's a sports bra and not like a bralette, like a padded bralette like the other one, the straps and the whole thing are way too tight. These straps do not work if your breasts are big unless this actually held them in. This feels like a little band-aid over the front of my chest. So the sides and everything. I wore this yesterday out in public with a bralette over it with a similar strap pattern. It hurt my shoulders and neck, and I'm sitting here like in pain. I felt like I was in a medieval torture device. I put this on later because I had my study group with this tank top, and I ended up taking it off, and my stuff had fallen out of the bra, and the bra was like dangling, especially on the left, down, folded down. So that's even more pressure on your back. So I had this, I didn't put the double bra because I was in an actual hurry, but I was like, I'm not trying to injure myself. So I just had this rib plain tank top on, and I thought I could make this work. I tried it on before I took the tags off. I should have sent it back right away. Really, really epic fail, especially because of the cross. It just folds over. And then you're walking around like this. What's the point of that? Just to cut your circulation off? This is not big enough for size 42 or 40. So I would estimate it be a size 10 or 12. So somebody in a size medium could wear an XL. And I showed you these shorts the other day. These are the Columbia shorts. I was going to sell them. They're XLs. They don't fit right. They're too, like, short. I don't know how to say it, but I wore them yesterday, and I was actually not terribly uncomfortable. They're just really uncomfortable. So some people don't like Columbia. I like the coats because I know the shoulders fit me. I have wider shoulders than I thought because I bought some coats from Kohl's. They're trying to change it up, and I couldn't fit it in my shoulders. I have another coat from, not Buster Brown, one of those kind of old-fashioned companies. The shoulders, like, ripped right down the back, and that was my coat to wear to medical school. So I had sewed it up really poorly with mismatched yarn or thread because it was layered when padded. I couldn't just like turn it inside out and sew it and then turn it back and have it a little bit like, ooh, that kind of looks bubbly there, but just straight up like try to like embroidery. So I don't know what I was thinking, but it was like the coat that I got, not London Fall, what's the other one? I got it from Fred Meyer, and I noticed the name brand stuff I was getting from Freddy's was not good at all. So I got this similar length dress with no bra shelf. This one fits pretty awkwardly because it has elastic right here. So I put it on over my head. The elastic goes to my natural waist, but then it looks all crazy because then it has all this extra fabric up here. So when I pull it down towards my belly button, it just makes me look like I'm a big sack of flour. There's no like shape. So I don't know what's up with that. These were really not in the best condition. They had piling and fading. Oh my god, this is stuck together. I was not expecting that. It was completely stuck together. This one definitely smells like detergent. So they all do, and it's worse sometimes, the smell, when you, the WW is starting to come off of this one. So this is 55% organic cotton and then Tencel. I can feel the detergent because it's a really bad energy for me. So it looks like it might be a little bit longer. Let me see. Once I put it on, it's probably not. So it's like a couple inches long. You can't see. The one I have on I really like because it's making me itch. And then let me show you these other clothes because I realized I love fashion. I had to go somewhere yesterday and I had to go vote. I was actually excited about getting dressed. And then we had to order glasses and it was just like, we went to one of the political offices. So this shirt is a 0X. And it was closed on election day. So I had no clue what was going to be on the ballot. So I figured the presidential candidate would be on there, and maybe a senator. I'm looking for city council. This is, I believe, too big. The 0X feels like it should be like just above a 16 to me, but I think it starts to get a different shape to it. This almost looks like it shrunk. Every time I say like, oh, you probably grew. So I do have really fat arms. It's pretty big in the arms. Let me look in the mirror because you guys can't see me and I can't see me. Yeah, it's all wrinkled. What happened? It's like all crispy, guys. I'm looking in the mirror. Yeah, if I have no natural waist support or like, I just look just short and stocky. If I'm wearing like a ribbed tank top like this with something fitting, like a pair of jeans with spandex, then I feel like a normal person. Yeah, I know I'm still obese. Let me look in the mirror again with the light on. Yeah, this one's pretty cute. The one I have on. I don't know if you have chemical sensitivity. I don't know if wearing someone else has used organic cotton or any fabric with their detergent that's not BioClean. I don't even like free and clear. People are like, now you can use free and clear. You're like, I've tried free and clear like 15 years ago, 10 years ago. Someone gave me some when I moved into one of my apartments. I broke out in a rash, was miserable, didn't like it. It was slightly better than regular detergent. I had to use Miss Meyer's once, which I prefer not to use either. But I left my detergent at home from a laundromat. I said, oh my God, could somebody lend me some detergent? It was a night. I was like, oh no, I left it at home. And I was like, I got to go, pay $7 for one little box of perfumey stuff. My kids did that too. People would use laundry detergent and get my kids' clothes. I remember in the church parking lot, we put one of the shorts on my son. I don't know if they were like, does it fit or whatever. And it ended up, it's making me cough. It's a problem too when I'm around something I'm allergic to. And, my kid broke out and this whole chest broke out in a rash immediately. And it was only where the shirt was touching on his torso. Like, I was like, oh my God. And usually my kids have undershirts on. So I don't even know if there was an undershirt on, but I was just like so saddened by trying to accept used stuff. Let me show you the other items. It was like, I was really excited to do a lot of laundry Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Only 2 loads. 2 small loads. Oh, plus this. So I have these shorts that I don't like that much. Did you notice this? Someone was saying something about patterns. So for this year, for this decade, it would be a bunch of blues. But these are like definitely similar patterns. So I'm thinking to wear more of stuff like this under my dresses. I have to because my legs rub together and it hurts like the dickens. So I have one orange pair that I don't know where they are, and I have these. I do have a Kohl's Cash, and I have the pick up cash Oh, I got a dress I never tried on. I guess I could try that one on too. But I had to get rid of a whole bag of clothes a couple months ago because I'm fat and I can't wear them. And I didn't even try my swimsuit on, but I bought these board shorts, Patagonia. Again, I just tried to get the cheapest thing. Size 20 is too big. I didn't even realize it was a size 20. I would have got it 18. So maybe I ordered an 18. These are definitely too big for me. Like, they're going to have to be taken in. The only thing is they're too big, but these ties don't work. They only tie the front. They don't have a drawstring through the rest, which it would be nice if it had a drawstring. I'm really mad when people do that. But as far as I tried to pull them past my hips and they wouldn't go. But I normally don't order a 20. They might have been the only ones or something, or the cheapest ones, like I told you. I normally would order an 18. Last year I would order a 16. These shorts I think are cute. I think these are from one of the Nordstrom stores. Everything will ride up right here because I'm so fat. Size 18. This is the first time I've ever gotten anything with cuts and tears and this kind of design. And I haven't had any jeans that I've cut off that I remember. Maybe in the 80s. I don't even think so. I don't think my parents would let me. But I'm sure, I think I have a picture of me with a butterfly net. I thought I had a hole in the jeans, but I don't know. It's like there might have been one time. But my mom was really particular. I'll go get the black dress. Something told me to get a black dress. There's another haul. I got 4 more items, hold on. So this tax season, etc., I carelessly wasted money on replacing my summer clothes, wanting to have dresses where I could wear them to work or outside because I want to have a professional appearance. I kind of like, even though these are old, oh god, I can feel the detergent. I have some clothes here that are too small. I have some clothes that I've got thrifted, a lot of used clothes, some free. Some of them need to be ironed straight up, or they just fit really bad. I remember reading an article about why do some women always, no matter their shape or size or style, why do some women always look good in everything they wear? And this is one of the most important articles. It's because they don't just settle. For me, I settle because of price. I settle, these bras don't work. This part is too big at 42. I don't like the 3. When they show the picture of the skinny model with 34B, 34A, they only have 2 on the strap. This detergent is getting to me, and I'm really itchy in my back. Oh my god, it's freaking me out. I'm scared of this. I don't even know why I bought this. This could be nickel or who knows what. I don't know if you guys know a Victoria's Secret or any bra that has the crossover. I've done the crossover so I could wear it, maybe with something similar to this. What do you do? Because you gotta, basically squeeze into it like you're getting a sports bra on. So the breasts peel out the edge. So keep that in mind. Again, these 3, I have to sell one that has 4 because I can't even get it fastened. It is like a nightmare. If I had help or something, maybe. This has not been washed, so I don't know. I made a mistake at buying this because it was in my size on clearance. Because I liked wearing the pink stuff once in a while. I'm like, look at me. I'm really old. I'm really middle-aged. And I'm like, I should leave this to the gals, the younger. But this is a mistake. I never want lace or any kind of thing that will catch on my necklace because it's broken. And the last thing I want is to yank or move and have the rabbit tear off and lose that. I went to go to Fred Meyer Jewelers to get this fixed one time, and they said they needed to hold on to it for weeks. If they wanted to fix it, they would have to take it and hold on to it. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, why can't you put me on the wait list, and when it's my time, I come in, you fix it in front of me and then I pick it up before close today. Like, you know what I mean? That's my mind. That happened to this necklace when I got an appraisal. I truly believe they took off some of the gold. I truly believe it was shorter because it was a few hours later. I put it on, it was way tighter on my head than when I took it off. And I told my friend, and she said that happened to her, and she also had her pearls replaced and other things where they're stealing from people. And they think I'm stupid. I should have reported it because that is a big no-no, you know. And if they weighed it and everything, it would have weighed after they stole the pieces off and put it back together. So this is not cute on my fat body. My stomach is like I'm carrying 4 babies in there. So I tell you my diet. I ate 1 banana yesterday. I ate a bite of a circle, like a small thin circle of eggplant. I ate about 2 bowls with almonds and olive oil. That's where I'm thinking that I'm getting fat from. I ate most of a celery juice raw. I have a few sips left. I drank 1 or 2 teas. I think 2 teas, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, with about a tablespoon, maybe a little more. I don't know. I didn't measure it, but a tablespoon of honey. I drank a lot of water. Oh, I did, because I ran out of nuts, pretty much. I did take like a tablespoon of sunflower or pumpkin seeds with about a teaspoon of nut butter. I did eat that because I was hungry and I was craving some protein and something salty. So I did eat that. I don't think I ate any oranges yesterday. And it took me about 5 hours to eat the banana. So that's at least 1,200. It's probably way more than 1,200 because of the nuts and the nut butter and the honey and the fruit. But I didn't eat any. I don't remember eating anything else. Usually, if I would have ate something else, it would have been kale, spinach. I mean, I didn't, but a normal day, kale, spinach, seaweed, tomato, and zucchini. I got a cucumber in there, so it would have been like a green veggie. So I didn't even have time. I was not feeling well, but my weight's pretty high. Did I have a lemonade yesterday? I left my lemon out. I had a lemonade the day before, and I do that with the fizzy water because stuff makes me have a stomach ache, so I just do that. I have 1 banana left that I was going to mix with like a tablespoon of nut butter. We did a walk around the track at the park. Did a walk somewhere else, I can't remember. Oh, into the high school. Those little walks, like in and out of your car into a establishment, those will give me a good, 800 steps or whatever. So that's why I like going to the store. I like going in the drive-through pickup so I can get back and get stuff done. I mainly was trying to study yesterday, and I didn't do my exercise on the Wii, or I don't have a Wii here, well, on the Just Dance, and I didn't do my arm exercises, which I told myself to do, but I failed at that. So I'm supposed to be pumping this iron pretty much all day, every day. I'm seeing people's relatives on Facebook entering these fitness contests where they're doing weights, muscle. I don't know what you call them, muscle contests. I've never done that. I knew a guy whose dad we knew this family in Oscoda who owned the exercise place and the sports, and I did see the man before his show taking medicine to make his skin tan, and his skin, and he had oil all over, and he's like, just walk around, muscles, and talking to me. He used to hang out with my brother, and it was like, I'm like the little sister, and I'm also the little sister that liked boys a lot, so it's kind of awkward when I was like 17 talking to some dude that I knew like when I was 7, you know. It was kind of awkward, but it was cool to learn about the fact that people want tans. His skin was all red and shiny, so he was trying this stuff out before the show so that he could get it right, but obviously he was completely buff, and I want to do that as I go into age 48, that I get back into shape. If you see my earlier videos, I was more into shape and the stress level was different. I was also living off student loans, so the financial implications of stress, I mean, that was a huge stressor, going into debt. So here's another one. I don't like the material. Same thing. The breast sticks out the sides, so it just hangs out. If they put up something you put on a camisole or a camisole. I think it's some ribbing. Like, this isn't really ribbing. You can't see it anywhere in the light. On an actual corset, you have kind of that bone ribbing, that fake bone. If they would put any type of something, it goes from padding and this foam stuff to just floppy, just nothingness. So they need to put like a little bit of maybe reinforced like this. This says, is this the one that says 4-way stretch or whatever? So I'm pretty disappointed. I missed the sale, buy 2 get 2. I was taking a chance because my 40D and my 42D, one is way bigger than the other. And I got the 40D when I was probably 10, 20 pounds lighter than I am now. So it's, should I have gotten a 42C so that there wasn't as much space as it was, but I also gained weight since last year. Did the same thing. I don't know if someone's tried this on, worn it with the tags, sent it back, you know, tried it on. They could have scabies or something, sent it back, and then I get it. So you try these things on, they have awful sharp, maybe they do it on purpose so you don't wear it, all this paper that digs into your skin. When you try this on, it's so sharp, and I'm like screaming like, ah! So I'm trying to try it on really fast. Hope that somebody with skin disease didn't try it on, or parasites, and then I make a commitment to say, hey, I can fit into it. Put it in the wash after I cut the tags off, dry it, try it on like I did with this barbaric thing yesterday, and then find out that it's a big 2 thumbs down. What did I pay for this one? $23. That's $23 in debt that I just went into. I need to be more selective. I need to say, hey, they don't have your size. Shop at, I don't know, Lane Bryant. Where's that one supposed to shop? I can't find any sweaters under $50 at Nordstrom in my size that open in the front, except for the ones that look really not what I'm looking for. They look already cheap. Or the extra larges are size 10s. But I can't deal with that. So that's where I am. I love fashion, and I love my own style. I don't like to follow any other style. Again, these underwears that I got were all clearance. I think one of these bras, maybe I saved one of the clearance ones for later, because somebody mentioned something about really bad reviews. So you got to be careful you get stuff on clearance when everything else is $44 and yours is the one you want is $23. You got to be careful and wonder why their regular price was $45, but now it's half off. Like, read the reviews, because it might be a lot of people just return them and they're just like, let's just get rid of him at a lower price and no returns accepted. So that's what I think of when I try to shop thrifty, like these really bad shorts. I'll show you this in the dress, and then I'll be making a second video, but I'm going to study and make my tea and put my eye drops in. I'm pretty mad that I didn't fall back asleep, but I really like fashion, and it's this is one of the pearls. I'm really embarrassed to talk about it. My mom and brother made fun of me when I was a kid one time because I was wearing some kind of mismatched clothing. And gosh, it was the 80s. You had those weird textures in that polyester and the patterns with the different color cuffs. Like, I have a picture of me wearing a tie. There's all this like 80s, 90s colors, fluorescent, all this stuff. Like neutral colors in the 80s and fluorescent colors in the 90s. It is what it is, right? But they laughed and laughed and laughed at me. And I'm a little kid, and all I know is when you gotta go somewhere, you're tired, you're sickly all the time, you just go to your dresser and you grab a pair of pants and a shirt, take undershirt, underwear, socks, and you put it on. I wasn't thinking I'm gonna match this with this. And I was so fat, and I already started puberty, so my hips were too big for pants for little girls, so size 7 little girls. My underarms were hairy, my breasts were growing, my underarms were sweaty, I was fat, I always looked like I had a shelf in my back. My butt made it look like a shelf for my backpack. And because I was so fat or voluptuous as a young child, my zipper kept falling down because my hips were causing my pants to stretch. So I would always have my zipper come down during the day. And so once I got older, I would try on clothes that didn't give me this huge ring of sweat. I was so anxious, and I had a lot of years of antiperspirant, deodorant. What's the other? Oh, these really bad shorts. I can't even sell these. These are so bad. I think I'm gonna wear them today with these are the worst, guys. These were from Nordstrom. They smelled like someone else, and they smelled like fried food. So these I wore to a peace vigil, and they just ride up. They're 1X, which is bigger than this shirt I had that was all crinkled up, so it didn't look as big. These will ride up, and I was afraid I was walking around with just like I had a swimsuit on or something, like with just my butt cheeks hanging out. I could feel the draft really bad. I contacted them, and they said I had to pay $10-something to ship it back. So it's Nordstrom Rack BP size 1X. Somebody already used them. I said these are damaged. They said you can drive 45 minutes one way, 45 to an hour, to return them in person or pay the shipping. And so I chose neither, and I wasn't about to I had to wash them before I could even try to wear them to see if I could make it work. Because the shipping and the driving would be more than I paid or about the same. So there's no point in that. I might as well just keep them because I got to drive another hour back and pay a toll. What they trying to make the toll like $6 per car? I mean, come on. So buying stuff on clearance, buying stuff because it's the last one in your size in a really bad color that nobody likes. You wear it, you wonder why someone else returned it because it did not work. And then if I got a smaller size, I don't know if it would still ride up like that. I don't know if it's just the fabric. It's causing it to not stay in place. I think I'm going to walk around the house with these. I don't like buying clothes that I think I can wear outside that look decent. But I shouldn't have got the 1X. But as my weight keeps going up, these stores are not designed for plus size or the high end of normal. So I'm going to try this dress on, and I don't have a camera, so I don't have a tripod to put you guys back. So let me see just what it looks like from the top, and when I figure out a different system, I will give you, it's like standing back to see, oops, this thing, oh my gosh, this thing is like the thing that keeps falling. I need a camera. I need help paying for my test. I need help keeping my license so I could work. I need help. So I'm going to counseling, and my eyes been bothering me. It's just a mess. So the universe and God a couple weeks ago told me to get a black dress, I didn't think about the fact that it's strapless. This actually is kind of uncomfortable. When I had the old coat that I told you got holes in it because it was too tight, it killed. It dug into my shoulders. So I still have pain there. I feel like you can get scar tissue. Yeah, I have pain right there. I don't have it in the other spots. I have that from my Doc Martens. Continuous pain from years of having this stuff digging into certain parts of my body. I've got you see that brown spot on my finger? That's from Timex watches stop keeping the date. When you first get them, they keep the date and then they just completely stop. So you have to set the date every time. And it's designed to be worn on the left hand. Open the clasp or open the thingy, the pen, twist the date, change the time, close it. Now, I'm left-handed, so I wear it on my right. I have to take the watch off, adjust the date. So let me go in the mirror and see what it looks like and come back. This is actually cute. So this is Simona. I don't know the material. I tried to get cotton, even though it's pesticide. If it's just like this on the side, I just look like a barrel. My body just looks like a fat barrel. If I push my back, the small of my back in, and you could see where my shoulders don't go straight down to my butt, there's actually a curvature there, then I look like a normal weight, or at least an overweight person, and not just like, because I exercise a lot, my body does have some shape. Everybody's got a shape. But when I put clothes on, you don't see that shape, so it makes me feel like my efforts are not worth it. It does have a tie that I didn't tighten. You can't see. It's so dark. I forget about the sleevelessness of it. I try to hide my tats when I'm doing something professional, so I didn't really think of that. So I should have got a short sleeve. I needed to get either some more short sleeve sweaters, open cardigan, or potentially, without messing up this necklace, a crochet something like pattern that I can wear in the summer and still look summery, but keep safe from drafts and sunlight and stuff. So maybe I don't just want a fleece pullover or zip up or something. I don't know if they have like athletic wear that looks dressy. I don't know if you know, like, say I wanted something that has SPF, long sleeve summer shirt, cooling but not a bunch of chemicals. But it was not just like, oh, you look like you just went for a walk in the woods, or oh, you look like you just came from the gym. I want to be like, oh, you just look like you came from church, or oh, you just look like you came from a session with one of your patients, you know? So I think it's the first time I tried this on. Oh, the length is just what I want, right between the knees and the ankles. And it has slits on both sides. Look at them. Almost the slits are more in the back. So they're not just at the side, they're actually at the back. So see how that is going up and down stairs. I also had my partner was going to get a buy one, get one free. Kind of had an issue with the coupon. We had a different coupon with the glasses, which actually got accepted with the inbox dollars for a change. I always order through them and then I don't get my cash back. This would be like a first or maybe second. I had some old clothes that need to be ironed. I had some khakis, stuff that I was wearing to the landings. I was working outside all summer in the heat of the south with the murky near the water, mucky air, what you call it, humid air. No place to go into the air conditioner unless I happen to be in the truck. If you're in the truck with the air conditioner, the sun heats the truck up so much that you're still sweating. There was no refuge, so I had a couple pair of like to the knee, past the knee khaki pants. I don't know where the other pair. Actually, I think the other ones are too small too. So a lot of this stuff, even my work shorts that have all the utility pockets, it's all got to go. And then I got these other clothes. I can show you another time. Fine, I'll show you now. I'll show you the shirt and then I'll find the pants. I'm like, fine. There's a pair of pants. There they are. These are way too big, guys. I don't even know. They might not be, though. I keep getting fat. So right when I was leaving, I asked for like a 40 waist because my waist was like 40 inches. That's the fattest part. But These are kind of tubby. They might not be. They say 42 on them. Good grief. These are huge, guys. I think they're the right, I don't know if they're the right height, length. I'll have to try these on later. And then I got this, which is also huge, and it's super heavy. So I got this right before I finished the job. Listen, I would have still worked there. There's three things. One, I needed to focus on my doctor and emergencies and being able to answer calls. And I had people going in and out of the hospital, different things like that. Two, I was getting a really low pay and working really bad hours and not having. The other workers got ranger stations. They had like a couple ranger stations with flushable and bathrooms and hand washing. And I was the only woman. I need to be able to wash my hands and use a bathroom, especially when I'm on my time of the month. I ain't trying to be taking out trash and picking up spit and urine-filled bottles and use condoms with stuff leaking out and then try to go into a porta pot and change my product. Like, yeah, I can do wipes, but I want some running water and some paper towels. Like, I need to be able to have some elbow room when I'm in the bathroom and not having all these flies going all over my while I'm trying to change my pads. I'm attracting them because of the bodily fluids. Like, nobody cared. And I didn't even realize. Someone's like, oh, if you go into this one building, if you go in to use the bathroom, because the porta potties flew over during a storm, someone said, oh, you don't have access to this one building. We have an office with computers and logins that they can see all the internal job postings and every other thing that I couldn't see because I don't know what it is because I couldn't see it. They had an office where they could go and sit and eat lunch, flushable toilets that they could use when this building was closed. I didn't have access to any of that. And the other ranger station they built was from my department's money. From me writing tickets and saving money on gas or whatever we save money. They got a new truck and they got a ranger station that I have access to. My truck, I started duct taping my truck together because it was falling apart. Really? Those were my department. A generation of tickets and fees for the site. Unbelievable. And that people were getting bonuses and, or what you call it, increases in pay and all this other benefits that I didn't get. It was a nightmare. I forget, though, the third reason, there was a lot of extremely racist people there, very rude. Sometimes they were nice and polite in front of your face, but they put somebody else in charge of me that was not my department head. My department head was chill for the most part, not totally equal. Everyone's rumor on the street was I wasn't allowed to write tickets. I wasn't allowed to do anything. They took away my person-to-person tickets. Absolute nightmare. Everyone made fun of me. They're like, on day one, we were able to do this, but you've been here for 2 years, a year and a half, almost 2 years, and you're still not able to do this. Like, what's wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with me. I'm a black woman. They don't want me doing stuff. Anyways, I had this person emailing. They ask questions, you respond. They don't even acknowledge your response. I can't work alone out with the public in dangerous areas, places where your duct tape truck might break down, places where you could accidentally lock your keys in your truck at 10 o'clock at night or 5 o'clock in the morning when no one else is on duty and nobody knows where you are because you're out in the country, not near the water. At all these sites, I think I saw 500 something acres or 5,000 acres, I can't remember. I can't work with someone who won't respond to me or acknowledge me, and they're racist and misogynistic, and just, if you can say, hey, maybe I don't like her because she's a black woman, but I'm just going to treat her like a human, okay, I could respect your decision not to like me, but it's when your treatment of me reflects how you feel about me that it becomes a safety issue, which is already a safety issue. I had men coming after me, different things, women trying to fight me, police having to be called, there's no one on my, just all this craziness, like crying because there's a hurricane and I'm cleaning up after it, and then 2 men take credit the next day of the huge pile I made because they said that I had to clean all this stuff up so that the boats could get in and out of the water. It's like, there was a hurricane, can't you just shut it down for a day? Like, when I call everyone on my shift, nobody answered my messages. It was my boyfriend I called him and crying, and he was like, "Can I help you?" Like, "You're not allowed to." "Thanks, though." He's like, "I need to come down there and offer you support," which would have been an hour drive from the home. So there was different things that I wanted to stay at the job. I tried to get the permanent position 3 times, and I got denied 3 times. I didn't interview. I got interviewed once, and they actually had a list of people accept multiple jobs in that department as a permanent job, and 100% of them had quit before their start date or right during their orientation week. And I'm sitting here like, "Hey, I've been here for over a year. I have a degree in agriculture and natural resources. Hey, and communications, and I speak Spanish. Like, hey." I did not get the job. 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 And the only reason I got a pay raise is because nobody would work. They asked, "Why you don't want to work?" "Oh, because no one's going to work for $12 or $14 an hour." Even though a lot of the jobs, you can just drive around in a car. Or you can go stand at a door and count people. And kick people out at close. Sell ice cream cones out of a cooler. Fine. They raised the price so that 18-year-olds could do that. The other guys I work with were retired. They don't want a lot of incomes. They have SSI or SS security. Yeah. So it is what it is. I have these clothes. They're way too big. And I want to do this thing where I dress really nice and just wear hoodies because it is raining. It is misty. It is cold. It is sunny. It is all the above. And just wearing a sweater. So maybe I could just find a hooded sweater. See how big this is. You can't, it actually isn't big around the hips. It's just right for my hips, but this is huge. So you gotta get work clothes at a place where mostly men work. You're gonna end up with big men's clothes. Nothing form-fitting, but it's nice and warm. It's not bad, actually. But I'll let you know about the pants. I'm going to go start my morning routine because I have overlooked that. I am studying for this NARM national exam, which you'll see in a lot of my description boxes below. Please donate. Somebody be the first one to donate the first dollar to me, Mia. If you want to be acknowledged, let me know. If there's some kind of message that you can send, or you can email me at mia.orange630@gmail.com. Peace.